What is going on, YouTube? Hope you're doing super well. Welcome to the channel and/or welcome back to the channel. Either way, hope you're doing super amazing. In this short video today, we're going to talk about why you should not be skipping breakfast if you have a history of overeating at night and/or binge eating at night. Okay, so we're going to talk about why is it bad, why should you not do it. We're going to talk about breaking the chain. We'll get into more of that in a bit here. And we're going to talk about what you can do instead and what you can do in lieu of skipping breakfast, why you should not do it and what you can do instead. So without further ado, let's dive right in. All right, so two quick things I want to cover first and foremost. Number one, before I get all the intermittent fasting people commenting saying, I do fasting, I skip breakfast, I love it, it's fine. That's great. This video is not for you then. This video is not for you. This video is for somebody who is consistently struggling with overeating or binge eating at night. This is not a intermittent fasting versus not intermittent fasting. This is simply a video to help you if you are struggling with overeating at night. Okay, so that's first and foremost. Number two, I wrote binge eating here. I know that binge eating is a complex topic. It can be emotional, it can be stress. It's a complex topic. So this is not the end all be all cure. I'm not saying I know everything about binge eating, but just from working with clients and anecdotal research, I can say that this strategy I'm about to tell you has helped multiple of my clients. It can possibly help you as well. So all that being said, let's dive in now. So first and foremost, why is it bad to skip breakfast and then if you constantly overeat at night? You have to remember, your body needs nutrients. It needs fuel. It wants fuel. It needs food. It needs its calories to survive. It needs energy to survive. So if you are consistently skipping breakfast, let's say you get up at 6 a.m., you don't eat breakfast, and you work out, you have your coffee, you do your thing, and then it comes 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and now you're finally eating your first meal, first food of the day. Again, for some people that's fine, not myself, but for some people that's fine, but if you're finding yourself constantly overeating at night, what's going on is you're not giving your body the nutrients it needs during the day. Because you go 7 hours, 8 hours without eating, your body gets incredibly hungry. You need fuel because, again, your body needs fuel, calories to survive. Your body starts craving calories. So you finally end up eating at 1 o'clock. That's 7 hours after being up, let's say. And then from there, let's say you have a snack at 3, you get home and you have dinner at 6 or 7, and then you start eating again at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. What's happening is you're not giving your body enough nutrients, enough fuel, enough calories, enough energy throughout the day. So when nighttime rolls around, you are over the top hungry and over the top looking for calories, looking for food, because you haven't given your body enough nutrients throughout the day. And again, your body is way smarter than you are. So your body is going to get those nutrients somehow. It's going to make you get that fuel, those nutrients somehow. And it does this by sending you a hunger signal saying, hey, listen, like we haven't had food all day. We need energy. You need to eat. And so when you get home at 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night and finally have dinner and have your big meal of the day, this becomes an issue because if you've worked all day, if you're tired, if you haven't eaten, this is one side point, if you haven't eaten, your blood sugar levels can get low, which basically means that your body's going to need a quick source of energy, a quick source of fuel. So how does it do this normally? By sugar, by eating sugar, because sugar is a quick source of energy. So what's going to happen is your body's going to start craving sugar, you're going to get hungry, you're going to get home, you're going to just dive into the pantry, eat all these things, because you haven't fed your body throughout the day, which is leading you to be overly hungry at night and needing to consume all these calories at nighttime. In which I talk about something all the time with my clients, and that is environment is everything. So if you go a whole day of working and you don't eat much and you're tired and you're stressed from work, you got a workout in, you're super hungry from your workout as well, when you get home, it's going to be very hard to keep that willpower every single night 24/7 when you can just go into the pantry or you have cookies on the counter or you have whatever it is on the counter. That willpower is going to be a lot harder if you're not properly fueled throughout the day, right? Because you are going to be more hungry. You are going to be more susceptible towards having sugar cravings. You are going to be more susceptible towards wanting more food at night. So when you get home, you're fighting a losing battle almost because you're setting yourself up for failure as opposed to eating throughout the day to set yourself up for better success when you get home and creating a positive, successful environment for yourself. So that's one of the reasons why it can be a bit dicey, again, when talking specifically about if you constantly overeat at night. If you're not having a quality breakfast, this is one of the things, or just food throughout the day, that is one of the things that leads to overeating, binge eating at night, because you're just simply not fueled throughout the day. Now, going into the next point, something called breaking the chain. I want you to think about this. If you quit your job, you didn't just randomly wake up one day and say, all right, well, I'm quitting my job. Nobody does that. Normally, it's a sequence of events that leads up to that point. Your boss treats you like shit, your commute sucks, you don't like your coworkers, you're underpaid, you didn't get a promotion you felt you deserved. There's things that add up to that one particular moment in time that says, okay, screw this, I'm done. Binge eating at night or overeating at night is the same way. There's a chain of events that happen to get you to that point at night when you overeat. It's not just, oh, all of a sudden I'm hungry and I just overate. There's a sequence of events that leads up to that point, which then makes you overeat. So what do? You have to take a full scope view, a bird's eye view almost of the entire chain of events and break the chain of events, which, going on what we just talked about, this is why having such a nutritious breakfast is such a key for people who overeat at night. They're breaking the chain. Because the first part of the chain is when you wake up. That's the first part of the chain, right? So if you go the whole day without eating, yeah, that's the chain of events that gets you to then say at night, I'm starving, I don't have any willpower, I'm very hungry, I'm gonna eat everything, I'm gonna overeat. But it's because of what happened during the day. So it's not, remember this, it's not the nighttime that randomly rolls around. You're like, I just can't keep it together at night. Cool. What are you doing during the day that makes you not be able to keep it together at night? Start looking at the chain of events and break the chain of events. And then from there, you will then be able to get to a solution as to what you can do. Now, let's talk about what can you do instead. This is something I have used with multiple of my online coaching clients, and it has helped tremendously. It seems almost every single time we put this action into place, their binge eating, their overeating at night, literally essentially goes away the next day. So I promise you, I wouldn't tell you this if I didn't know it worked. If you put this into practice, I guarantee it's gonna work. So let's talk about it. One of the biggest things that people struggle with when they overeat is they don't eat during the day, but they also wanna save calories at night so they can have more food at night. This becomes inherently bad because, again, you're just going to keep overeating at night. The more you save calories for night, the less calories you have during the day, and the more you're going to overeat at night. That strategy is not working right now for you. So you need to find a different strategy, okay? So what can you do? This is what I tell every single one of my online coaching clients who struggles with this. For breakfast, every morning, before 8 a.m., you need to have a meal, a full meal, not a shake, not a this, none of that, a full meal. This meal needs to fit on one plate, a regular sized plate, not a freaking huge Italian pasta dish, a regular sized plate. It needs to have a palm and a half size portion of protein. So whether that's a palm and a half size portion of eggs and egg whites, whether it's chicken sausage, whether it's turkey, whether it's steak, whatever it is, it needs to have a palm and a half size portion of protein. It also needs to have, number 3, also needs to have 2 handfuls of vegetables. I don't care if it's spinach, I don't care if it's asparagus, I don't care if it's broccoli, 2 handfuls of vegetables. So on your plate, you have a palm and a half size portion of protein, 2 handfuls of vegetables, and then put whatever else you want on the plate. You can put toast, you can put rice, you can put oatmeal, whatever else can fit, it has to fit on the plate. Whatever else can fit on that plate, put that on that plate. What this is going to do is it's going to get you a very nutritious, very protein-packed, very nutrient-dense, whole food-based breakfast. This does wonders for you the rest of the day. If you can start your day off by giving your body the nutrients it needs, it is not going to constantly need nutrients all day long, and you're starting to break that chain from the top. Because when you wake up before 8 a.m., non-negotiable, you have to make sure you are getting your protein, vegetables, and then whatever else you can fit on the plate. You're getting a meal in. So throughout the day, you're not going to be as hungry. Your blood sugar levels are not going to drop that much. You're going to be more satisfied, more full, which is going to make you have more willpower because you'll have less cravings because you'll already be full from the breakfast during the day. So that is by far the number one thing I will say that can help start to break that chain. Have that breakfast, and I guarantee you, literally probably the next day, you're going to find out, oh wow, this really makes a difference. And then if we want to, beyond there, my personal favorite way of eating for people who struggle with overeating at night is 3 meals and 2 snacks. So every single meal, obviously breakfast, lunch, dinner, 3 meals and 2 snacks. The 3 meals have to have what I just labeled out. So it has to fit on one plate. It has to have a palm or a palm and a half size portion of protein, has to have 2 handfuls of vegetables, and then whatever else you can fit on the plate, go for it. It's all you. So that is 3 meals. So that can be, 8 a.m. breakfast, 12 or 1 noon, which is lunch, and then 5, 6, 7, whatever it is, you can have dinner. And all those are 3 meals, right? And then you have 2 snacks. So your 2 snacks, it has to fit in the palm of your hand. It has to be a source of protein, has to be a source of vegetable, or it has to be a source of a fruit. Any one of those 3 things. And again, so you can have, let's say you have breakfast at 8, you have a snack at 10, you have lunch at 1, you have a snack at 4, you have dinner at 6 or 7. Now, the entire day, and you're also, within these parameters, you're also portion controlling and calorie controlling, so you're not overeating all these times because all your meals fit on one plate and your snacks fit in the palm of your hand, and they're protein, vegetable, or fruit. So you're automatically controlling the calories you eat throughout the day as well, and you're also getting nutrient-dense whole calories as well. It's a phenomenal strategy. It works for so many people. But going back to the point, you're getting nutrients throughout the day. So when you get home at night, you're not going to have these cravings. You're not going to want to overeat because your body's full. It's satisfied. You don't want anything. You're good. It's had food all day. Again, remember, your body is way smarter than you or I will ever be. It knows what it needs. So if you give it what it needs, it is going to repay you in the sense of you're not going to have these cravings. You're not going to always want to overeat at night. So very simply, that was the video, guys. Again, just remember, break the chain. It's not just what happens at night, it's what happens the entire day. You need to look at what happens the entire day. I have a client right now, amazing, very strong woman. She had a problem constantly overeating at night and waking up and eating at night. And it was because she never was having a real breakfast. She would always skip breakfast, she would just have coffee, she would eat random snacks throughout the day, and then dinner time rolls around, she would have dinner, but she would still be hungry because her body's not getting nutrients, it's not getting fuel, it's not getting energy, and her body needs that, your body needs that. So when nighttime rolled around, she always struggled with overeating at night. Within this past week, we have implemented this strategy, and she has not eaten at night one time, not once. And she tells me, she's like, I don't even want to. Like I'm not even hungry. It's not even like it's not a battle. I just don't want to do it. And that's because her body is now satisfied and full from what she's eating throughout the day, right? So listen, I made this video to hopefully help you. I hope it helped you. If it did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below. If you think it can help somebody else, feel free to share with them. That's why I'm making this video. I want this video to help you, all right? I want this video to help you watching and anybody else who needs or wants to hear it. So feel free to share it with somebody else as well. Other than that, if you have any questions or concerns for me, let me know. Thank you for watching, and we will talk soon. Thanks.